Blackstone presents The War on Music, Reclaiming the 20th Century by John Mauceri. This book is read by Malcolm Hillgartner. For Michael Haas, who in 1990 asked, "Why, John, after a half-century, do we not play the music Hitler banned?" Here, I hope, is the answer. Though I cannot tell why it was exactly that those stage managers, the Fates, put me down for this shabby part of a whaling voyage, when others were set down for magnificent parts in high tragedies, and short and easy parts in genteel comedies, and jolly parts in farces, though I cannot tell why this was exactly, yet now that I recall all the circumstances, I think I can see a little into the springs and motives which, being cunningly presented to me under various disguises, induced me to set about performing the part I did, besides cajoling me into the delusion that it was a choice resulting from my own unbiased free will and discriminating judgment. Moby Dick, Herman Melville. 50 years is ample time in which to change a world and its people almost beyond recognition. All that is required for the task are a sound knowledge of social engineering, a clear sight of the intended goal, and power. Childhood's End, Arthur C. Clarke. Introduction. In the first months of the third decade of the 21st century, an executive order emerged from Washington, D.C. that was called Making Federal Buildings Beautiful Again. It mandated that new federal buildings in the United States must be designed according to the classical architectural style of Roman temples as the default style. Predictably, this caused outrage among many and set up fake battle lines between America's conservatives, the Republicans and President Donald Trump, and liberals, the Democrats and so-called progressives. Predictably, on February 24, 2021, a mere 5 weeks after his inauguration, Democratic President Joe Biden revoked the order. Beauty was the justification for the Trump administration's order. Consistency and reference were the means to that end. All this brought back one of the most contentious, ironic, and little understood periods of art and music: the denazification of Europe after World War II, the Cold War, and the then Republican administration's official support of a very different artistic style, the avant-garde.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?